Thank you, Honourable Speaker, Honourable Members of Parliament, members of the public joining in the gallery and from their places of work and their homes. And a good morning to you all. Honourable Speaker, I rise to deliver this ministerial statement on the Ministry of Health and Medical Services annual grant to non-governmental organization, an important investment that strengthens Fiji's health service through strategic, long-standing partnerships with civil society organizations. The Ministry's annual NGO grant supports a wide network of civil society partners that deliver essential health and social services across Fiji. The government recognizes the vital and irreplaceable role that NGOs play in complementing national health programs, particularly in reaching vulnerable population, delivering specialized care, delivering community-level services, and meeting people's health service needs that government alone cannot always fulfill. These organizations are embedded in our communities and work at the front lines of healthcare and social support services, directly interacting with our population. They provide counseling, rehabilitation, disability services, emergency response, and community health promotion. They are crucial to ensuring that essential services flow beyond the walls of our health facilities and directly into the hearts of our communities. The NGO grant program is therefore more than just a financial support. It is a national investment in partnership, inclusion, and in equitable health services. Honourable Speaker, sir, grant funding is guided by 5 priority pillars that align with the Ministry's strategic direction under the National Health Strategic Plan. Number 1 is counseling and rehabilitation services, covering mental health, substance abuse treatment, psychosocial counseling, and rehabilitation services. Number 2 is long-term care, supporting care for the elderly, chronically ill, terminally ill, and persons living with disability. Thirdly is primary health care, strengthening NCD prevention, health promotion, and healthy settings. And 4th, sexual reproductive health and maternal health, including targeted interventions for HIV and STI prevention. And 5th is water sanitation and hygiene, or WASH in short, supporting safe water sanitation and hygiene efforts at the community level. Honourable Speaker, sir, the Ministry notes WASH pillar continues to try and improve on its utilization and will work to encourage more engagement from our non-governmental sector in this area. And for the 2025-2026 cycle, majority of the proposal received of primary health care, counseling, and long-term care, the Ministry continues to encourage the NGOs with WASH expertise to apply, as community hygiene is fundamental to preventative health. 2, on mechanisms of grant funding, Honourable Speaker, sir, to ensure transparency and fairness, continuity, the government through the Ministry utilizes 2 mechanisms of grant funding. The first is direct budget line grants. These are long-standing, high-impact partnerships with organizations whose services are critical to the Ministry's mandates, and they include Cyprema Foundation, through the Children's Hospital at Nasir St. Suba, provides life-saving pediatric cardiac services through overseas specialist volunteer teams. And the grant amount provided were, in the 2024 to 2025 financial year was 4 million, and in the 2025 to 2026 financial year was 3.9 million. This funding ensures Fijian children have access to complex cardiac procedures locally and free of charge. And the Cyprema Foundation has conducted 421 life-saving heart surgery for children of Fiji and the South Pacific totally free of charge, saving the families more than $42 million. The foundation, through the Sri Satya Sai Sanjivani Children's Hospital Screening Center, has conducted free heart screenings to more than 39,515 children from its center, and through outreach programs throughout Fiji, including the rural villages and maritime regions of our nation. Screening have also been conducted in the neighboring South Pacific Island nations. Secondly is the Frank Hilton organization. It delivers early detection, psychotherapy, and ongoing specialized disability services for children, and the grant provided were in the financial year of 2024 to 2025 was 900,000, and that increased to the financial year of 2025 to 2026 of more than $1 million. This increase reflects government's strengthened commitment to supporting children with special needs. From 2020 to 2024, Frank Hilton organization supported 2,200 children through ongoing interventions. 1,993 children were assessed, with 5,009 standardized assessments were conducted. A key marker of success for Frank Hilton organization is the significant increase in infants and toddlers from 0 to 2 years accessing the services in the last few years. Data suggests that compared to January and July of 2024, January and July of 2025 shows a 95% increase in this age group. Historically, children were only identified much later in life. Today, families are actively seeking help earlier, with 34% of referrals being self-referrals from across Fiji, demonstrating awareness, acceptance, and trust in Frank Hilton organization services. St. John Ambulances provides critical patient transfer ambulance services, particularly in Central Division, and stable funding of $200,000 annually for the last 3 years. As of last month, there were 3,927 ambulance runs by St. John Ambulances compared to 2,200 for last year. And the second is through EOI, so expression of interest grants. This involves a competitive application selection process that ensures transparency and merit-based funding to a diverse range of NGOs. The total funds allocated for this in the last 3 financial years were 900,000 for the financial year of 2023, 2024, 2024-2025 financial year was 1.6 million, and 2025 to 2026 was 1.5 million. The increase, Honorable Speaker, said the increase of more than 77% from the funds allocated in the 2023 to 2024 financial year reflects strong political commitment to addressing NCDs and mental health challenges through civil society partnerships. And the following are some of the key highlights of the funding allocation in this year's financial year. Mental health and rehabilitation, a significant increase has been allocated to expand national access to counseling and substance abuse rehabilitation. Empower Pacific increased 180% from 150,000 in 2023 to 2024 to 420,000 in 2024 to 2025 financial year, and an increase further to 445,000 in 2025 to 2026 financial year. Fiji Psychological Society is a new partner receiving 50,000. This investment supports mental health counseling, psychosocial support, and the growing demand for drug and alcohol rehabilitation services. On strengthening NCD prevention, 9 out of the 13 funded NGOs focus on primary health care and NCD risk reduction. New partners such as the Belly Trust and 10,000 Toes expand our community reach in diabetes and NCD prevention. On supporting sexual reproductive health and HIV response, Medical Services Pacific, 130,000, and Fiji Disabled Persons of 90,000. These organizations provide essential services to vulnerable women, girls, and high-risk population, contributing to our national HIV response. For MSP, the grant has enabled them to treat and refer a total of more than 7,000 patients for the last 2 financial years. On increased support for cancer care, Fiji Cancer Society of 130,000 to strengthening national cancer awareness, screening, and patient support. Honorable Speaker, sir, and Ensuring accountability, monitoring, and value for the money, the Ministry ensures that strong accountability and transparency. All grants are administered under established financial guidelines with clear reporting requirements, monitoring and evaluation frameworks, performance tracking against the 5 priority pillars, value for money assessments, and no duplication of government services. This ensures that every dollar allocated contributes directly to improving health outcomes across Fiji. In conclusion, and Honourable Speaker, the Ministry and Government reaffirm our commitment to strengthening partnership with NGOs. These organizations, large and small, are essential allies in our mission to deliver equitable, inclusive, and sustainable healthcare for all Fijians. And I take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank all our NGOs, partners for their tireless services, compassion, and professionalism. Their work is saving lives, strengthening communities, and expanding the reach of our national health system. Honourable Speaker, sir, those few words I commend the statement to Parliament. Lalabalavu.